Chapter 9. When I sold drugs, I was at the top of my little garbage heap in southeast Minnesota. Other addicts wanted to be near me. Each bedroom in my house had someone staying in it almost every night. I was surrounded by people, but I had never been more alone. When you sink into addiction, the first thing you do is disconnect from anyone who truly cares for you. Your addiction cuts you off from family and community, so nothing is in your way as you turn more and more into yourself. I cut off my family. I had no real friendships. I saw other people only for what they could do for me, and that's how they all saw me. Bill was the kind of friend I had in that life. He was a tweaker like me, and one day he pulled me aside to ask a favor. I got a buddy who just got an insurance settlement. He's hoping to make some quick cash with the money and was looking to get an ounce of dope from you. I agreed, not knowing that almost everything he said was a lie. Bill's son, also an addict, had met a guy in a bar looking to buy an ounce. Since I wasn't dumb enough to sell that much to a stranger, Bill had made up the story. Bill rode with me to a Perkins in Golden Valley. The parking lot sat next to the interstate, so there were big sound barriers across the frontage road. There was only one way in and one way out. The buyer's truck idled under a streetlight. Bill stayed back as I climbed out to make the deal. The man looked steady. He had the cash. I gave him the ounce of dope. "It's a go," he said. I thought I heard him wrong. What was that? He didn't need to respond as 30 cops swarmed around me. An older lady near the entrance was a cop. A man standing at the bus stop was a cop. They came out of the parked cars. They appeared from behind the buildings. Cruisers blocked the exits. They threw me to the ground before I finally fully understood what had happened. An officer pointed an M16 at my head. I didn't resist, but I heard a cop shout, "Put the gun down." Instantly, I knew what had happened. Bill didn't mean to set me up. He trusted his son, who trusted a stranger in a bar. He sat in my truck, oblivious to the action. Bill, being a tweaker, started going through my stuff as soon as I stepped outside. I had bought a new pistol earlier that day and had stored it in the center compartment between the seats. He found my gun and was looking at it, trying to decide if I'd noticed it missing. I laid there with my life in his hands. The officer with the gun to my head had his finger on the trigger. If Bill made a stupid move, I was dead. Bill dropped the gun and I was taken to the police department instead of the morgue. But this is what addiction looks like. It cuts you off from anyone who loves you. It separates you from family, from community, from God. It draws you away from all the things that make life beautiful until there's nothing left.